Hi, I'm Tara, and I'm here today with Jamie Roberts, and she is with Nu Skin. Now, you might recognize Jamie because she also works with WomenOf.com, which is one of our media sponsors. Yay. So you've been here before, but I'm excited because we're going to talk about women, image, and aging.
Oh, yes.
And women in business, whether we like it or not, this is not going to get into a philosophical debate on whether or not this is good, but men, as they age, become distinguished.
Yes.
And women, as they age, become old.
Not there.
So there is really a huge push in our culture right now for women to find, how can I look young? How can I maintain looking young? And more importantly, I see more and more younger women going, what can I do to prevent aging? And there's been a big shift. Can you kind of tell us that your background is in cosmetics?
Yes, I did 10 years of cosmetic manufacturing.
And you really got to see all the inside secrets of making the products.
You know, until you get in manufacturing, you have no idea or concept of what you're putting on your skin and if it's working or not. And so thanks to people like me, we have a fabulous marketing team, so we can make everything seem like the greatest thing since sliced bread, and we can sell it to you, and people buy it. You know, it's just really how much research has gone into that.
So what's kind of happened in the last 20 years do you see in the cosmetic industry? I mean, there's been so many changes with new ingredients and new technology, and it's always the latest and greatest. What do you see right now?
You know, I'd like to say that through the years as consumers, we've become more educated. Yes and no. Some of us are more science-driven. Some of us will, want to know about the research. Oh, what's the percentage? But really, on the manufacturing side, I still get my trade magazines. I've noticed more and more we're looking into peptides. We're looking more into the science of preventative versus, let's just put something topically on our face to make us smooth outlines. We're really looking to get to the source of why are we aging.
Now, I use a lot of products with peptides. So for somebody who doesn't know what that is, what is that ingredient? What does it do?
Peptides are various ingredients that actually help with the collagen in the skin and help with fine lines and deep wrinkles. And with peptides, depending on how they're delivered now, and that's a big thing, delivery is huge, they can actually plump up the skin and help reverse the signs of aging.
So now when I'm looking for products, because it is really overwhelming, there's so many different products that are out there and they all make different claims. What are some key things I want to be thinking about when I'm selecting products? Because I think we've kind of been maybe told subconsciously, well, the more expensive the product is, the better the results. That concept.
We always were grown up, or we were raised basically that the more expensive it is, yes, if it's expensive, it works. Not necessarily.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah. The biggest thing that I try to tell women is educate yourself. Just because something claims it doesn't mean it literally has the full amount scientifically or formulation-wise to actually perform. In the cosmetic arena, you only need 0.1% to claim it. So just because it says it has, it doesn't mean it's enough to actually do enough to actually penetrate and help the skin.
That is sneaky.
It's very sneaky, and that's just the way it's the marketing and it's the way the FDA regulates or doesn't regulate. So I tell women, learn how to read ingredients. If it's listed at the very top, I'm claiming shea butter, it's at the top, then that's something, it has enough shea butter. If it's towards the bottom of the decking, you don't want it.
So your ingredients list is like a food ingredient list. The first couple of ingredients are what's in it, and the ones at the bottom is just a little teeny tiny bit.
Exactly.
Okay.
Another key thing I wanted to tell people is the biggest thing people don't realize is how products pretty much sit on the upper layers of your dermis and really don't get deep in where they need to go to actually make a big difference, actually to work the way they need to. One of the things you have to know is, are my products dermatology tested or recommended?
Now, this was interesting because when you said this dermatology tested and recommended, I said, oh, well, you must not recommended. But that's actually not true.
Right. Recommended means I, as a dermatologist in my background, maybe I've used it or I've received packaging and I'm recommending that you use it because, it has some key ingredients. However, tested means it's gone through a huge testing phase, literally gone through the stages. And that's what you want, something tested, not recommended, number one. Second thing is, and just to kind of point back to one of the reasons why I got into this and why I like it is...
With Nu Skin.
Yes, with Nu Skin, is the fact that Galvanic has been around for 50 years. Now, most product sits on top of your dermis, and it doesn't get where it needs to do, or get through the dermis, down into the skin. What I love the fact is, with the electrical pulse of this, it actually pushes the product into the dermis. It actually delivers it into not just the upper, but the lower layers of the dermis. And one thing about this is you can use it with any product. For instance, you're Mary Kay.
Right.
You have wonderful products. you can actually use Mary Kay with this.
And I know people who do that. It's a huge difference.
70% more absorbent.
70%. So whatever's sitting on your counter right now at home, you can get 70% bigger results. And I think we're looking for, how do I get that dermatologist results at home? We want to save time. We want to save money. It's convenience. So I think more people are looking for products like this, that I can get this result at home.
Well, if you're going to spend the money, you want things that work. It's great to have, I have this line, I have that product. But if it's not giving you the results, then it's kind of like a waste of your money. You want something that is going to get you not only just immediate results, but long-term results. And you have to look at the research. I tell women, educate yourself. Don't just, because it's pretty packaging, it smells good.
It's in my favorite magazine.
Yes. Did they do the clinicals? Did they do the research? Is a proof in the pudding, so to speak.
Right.
And one thing I can honestly say is that I have adult acne, which is a lovely thing to have at 43. And it's something that is hormonal, and this is the only thing that I've known that actually has calmed it down. And I've done the injections. I've done the Botox.
You and me both.
I've done the actual cortisone injections for the cystic acne. Nothing was working. I was taking the pills. Nothing was working. This is the only thing that I found that actually pushes my topical deep enough into the skin to get to the root of the problem.
Well, you can find out more about Jamie and Nu Skin at her contact information. And if you are a woman in business, take a look in the mirror today, because how you look, Dwayne was here, our image stylist, and he said, you know the business that you get by how you look, but you don't know the business you don't get by how you look. So have an awesome day. Thank you for being here, Jamie, and thank you for stopping by.